All right, this is the next video in saving Amanda. We finished cleaning the carb out and got rid of the old gas and rinsed out the tank. And so it's ready to put new gas in there. I did want to show you this. This is the carburetor that was in there. Where are you? There you are. There's the carburetor that was in there. We've cleaned it out. But like I said, at first I didn't think anybody messed with this carburetor and engine and tried to do anything to it, but I noticed that one of the hose clamps had been moved aside. And when they reinstalled the carburetor, I assume they tried to clean it out. They left the crankcase vent tube off. It wasn't attached, so it was sucking in all the dirt in the back. You got to have that thing on there. And also, they left off the gasket, because when I started wiggling the carburetor to get it off, there should be some resistance. Sometimes you have to really work at it because this gasket seals so well. This is the new one I've got, or one that's not torn up. This is one I had laying around here, but you need to look at these real closely because it's going to affect your air mixture if you do it bad. I don't know if you can see it, but that gasket has some damage to it, so I don't want to use that. This is going in the trash right now. So this is the good one. And what you do is it's going to lay right in here, and then you put the retaining clip on, which is this little white thing right here. And it may not be a right way and a wrong way. You could probably put it either way, but I usually try and look at it and decide which looks like it's right. But the main thing is you've got that rubber gasket in there. So now it clips into place. Maybe you can hear this there. Okay, so now that it's not going to fall out, and this is ready to be installed. But I like to install this as a unit. So I'm going to attach this carburetor here to this hose and start sliding it on there. Whoop! Start sliding it on there. Where'd you go? There we go. All right. So there's where it connects, and it starts sliding this on and pushing and turning, and because this is huge, you can kind of tell when it's in place. Okay, so that's on there. And now you get you a pair of, I use flat end or flat nose pliers. Let me get those. Flat nose pliers like this. And then you can grab these ears and turn them towards you. In case you never need to work on this again, you want to be able to reach those with your pliers real easily. And I think I've knocked the camera out of whack there. So this thing is ready to install. When you took it off, you remember there was this linkage and this linkage for the self-priming. And we took this off first, which means when you're installing, it'll go on last. So we're going to put this big one in first into that little hole right there. And the linkage for the thermostat is going to go in that tiny little hole right there. That's going to go in last. So we're going to do this one. We're going to make the L turn. So that's good. I'm going to ease it into place. This governor arm goes above the metal bracket. Lift that little rubber crankcase tube up. Okay, now the carburetor is just laying here. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the tank in place. I'm trying to do this quickly so nothing pops off. There, okay. So let me show you this now. So we've got the tank in. It's secure, it's in the notches. There's my carburetor laying there. So I'm going to grab it with this hand. the little fuel hose is pushing it the other direction. So I'm going to go this way. I'm pushing this way to get this to line up with that manifold. There's some resistance there because of that fuel line. I'm trying to do this with one hand and it ain't working. Okay, there we go. Getting close. I'm getting real close. There we go. Okay, now I can go up and down. You know what? I'm going to hit that with a little WD-40. Watch this now. This will help this thing to slide on. There we go. A little shot. Okay. You can see that shiny WD-40 now. I'm going to start pushing and wiggling around. Let's see, it's starting to go on. A little more, a little more, a little more. Now it's flush, see? So it's in. Okay. Now, okay, oh darn it, I forgot to put that on. Hang on a second, guys. That's what I get when I try and do things with one hand. I've actually got to pull this carburetor back off. Come on, you. Yeah, I got to pull the carburetor back off. All right. And now, turn it so I can get this thermostat linkage in there. There we go. Okay, I may put a little bend in it, so I'm going to straighten that back out. Now, same thing. I'm going to go back and put it on that manifold and wiggle, 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 and push, push, push. There we go. All right, so let's look at it, make sure everything's working. All right, so that all looks good. I'm going to push this. You'll see how that works. All right, so the engine is cold. And so right now it's choked. And that's what you want when it's cold, it's choked. As it warms up, that thermostat is going to get hot over here and start pushing this arm. It's going to get warmer and warmer and warmer. It's going to clear that out of the way. And then the only butterfly you got controlling it then is this one. See that? That's the one up there. So this is just the choke. That's what allows this to be a self-priming carburetor. So I think that's enough for now because, well, actually, let's keep it on there. I think we can, well, I tell you what, that's enough for now because I've got to work on that horrible debris on the blade. But we'll be starting this mower pretty soon. Stay tuned, please.